right, so this is called value retention. It's a secret to long-term customers. Believe it or not, when you sell a customer or a client, you are creating the type of customer that they are. Not them, you. So this is the first type of customer, right? So they're harder to retain. First of all, these are harder to keep in your pipeline and keep paying for your service or your products, right? Because they switch provider because they didn't know that this extra service existed. So let me ask you this. Have you ever encountered a client or a customer that already had a service that you offered, and in the process of you pitching your product or service, that company or that person said, oh, wow, I already have this, but I didn't know that companies could do X, Y, Z. Oh, let me go with you if I can get all that. And you knew in your head that your competitor actually offers that same thing, but it's because you actually offered it to them that they're going to switch with you now. So you don't want to lose customers because of that. It is the worst thing ever. I've had that happen many times. I've seen, but the way we sell, we offer everything. So we are going to get those people, right? There's a few things that make it that way. Low usage of your product, integration makes it easier for them to switch. If they're using something, let's say you have an app and you have 10 different things that they could use for their business and they're using them all. It's going to be a lot harder to switch from that instead of just one service that they're using. Oh, it's easy. I only have to change one thing. Okay. As opposed to having to change 10 freaking things, right? And that's less value for the customer. And that customer is not saving as much money or time as they could be as if they had all of your products, right? So there's one caveat to this. It's fine if that specific customer, that's all they wanted and they knew that they wanted it. They bought from you for other reasons because they trusted, they already knew your company, and there was other reasons, and that's the product they knew. That is fine. All right. So here's customer number 2. This is the ideal customer that you want to create. Engage multi-service users. So first of all, they're using more features. It's integrated in every single piece of their business or their life, right? So now it's way harder for them to switch because they would have to switch 10 things as opposed to 1 or 2, right? So also they're going to have higher satisfaction. If you buy a car and you buy the base model vehicle, or you get the upgraded, right? The 3-letter upgrade, and you got the upgraded sound system, you got the tint, you got the heated windows, you got the GPS, the digital dash. You're going to be a lot more happy, right? Even though it costs more, you're going to be a lot more happy than as if you just got the basic model with you got to turn the little knobs for the music, and you got to plug in a wire to connect to your phone, right? No heated seats. You're going to be a lot more happy spending more. So don't think about it as the more they spend, the worse it is for them. No, the more they spend, the happier these customers are. So you want to create those customers. And this is the way that you do it. So how do you create these type 2 customers? It all begins with your starting package. What you're going to offer to the customer. How do you frame it? You frame it as a package that most customers start with, and then you tell them this is the way that it works. The way that it works is we're going to take off what you don't use during your trial. You want to give that customer option to take off pieces of your service or product that they may not use within a reasonable amount of time, let's say 30 days. And that way they're like, oh, okay, he's not forcing, because no customer wants to buy a bunch of shit that they don't need, right? But the thing is, in most cases, they don't know what they need, or they don't even know what they're going to use. But if you offer a bunch of shit that they don't know if they're going to need or use, then they probably won't buy your product. But if you frame it as, hey, look, we're going to let you try all this stuff, because that's what normally people try. Anything you don't use, we're going to take it off. Now they're like, oh, that sounds super reasonable. I can take off all the things that I'm not using. And what do you end up with? You're going to end up with a higher value customer, and 9 out of 10 times, almost 10 out of 10 times, they are going to end up with more services than the initial service that attracted them in the first place. And 8 out of 10 times, they're going to end up keeping that first package with everything on it, right? Because in the beginning, they will 100% tell you, okay, I will 100% not use that. So those are things you're just going to take off the list already. But then you're going to have like 5 or 6 things where they're already pensive on or they don't even know. They usually end up keeping those things, especially if it doesn't make a huge difference in their cost. So work at Avio, the company that I founded, we will help you through this with automations, simple automations for small businesses, powered by GoHighLevel. We can offer your customers more value with your current products and services, either existing customers or newer customers and clients. We'll reach out to them, bring that business in for you, and from now on, help acquire and keep those type 2 customers.